Good day, everyone. Today, we're gonna talk about Office 365. My name is Yufer, and with me is,
Hi, I'm John Erwin Magno. You can call me Erwin.
so we're both Microsoft Certified Trainer, and we'll be discussing Microsoft Word and Microsoft PowerPoint. How are you going to be more productive with these two applications as a teacher and as a student?
So, ang gagawin natin na scenario for today is if the teacher, your science teacher, asks you to create a project and it's a group work project, paano mo siya gagawin if you have your Office 365? So, I will do a demo of using Microsoft Word and later Ufer will show you how to do it in terms of presentation in PowerPoint. Okay, so let's dive in. Let's go to Microsoft Word. Okay, so let's start creating our document. Most of the time, when we create a document file, we always open Microsoft Word, and then from there, we create a blank document. Let me share you some of the best practice in creating a document. So, paano mo ba gagawin yun to start with? So, before you click on blank document, make sure to click on New and try to search for templates. Baka may templates ka na pwedeng gamitin. So, from here, if I'm doing a research about the solar system, I'll just type here research and it could give me a lot of templates na pwede kong gamitin for my documentation. So it's up to me if click a document, makikita ko dito kung ano yung title, sino yung gumawa, at ano yung description. So once I'm ready to download, I just simply click on create. In this scenario, what I'll do, I'll download this research paper because I'm doing a research. I'll use this author and then I'll click on create button. So automatic yan, ang gagawin niya is ida-download niya from the internet papunta dito sa aking desktop application. Now, let's say for example, meron ka mga templates na kailangan gawin or let's say for example, you're doing a thesis manuscript naman. So may mga styles in terms of citations, ganyan. So may mga different styles kasi na pwedeng gawin. Now, just in case you need to create a thesis manuscript and you don't have any templates to begin with. So similar approach, just click on File and then select on New and then search for templates. So I'll type here thesis. Ang gagawin niya, ipapakita niya sa akin yung mga available templates. What I have here is the APA style report. So if I click here and then click create, automatic nandito na yung aking document file. Nandito na yung template ko that I can start and begin with. Okay, so let's continue on our research. And syempre, since meron ka ng template na ginawa, nandyan na yung format, nandyan na yung mga headings, yung mga notes, what you need to do is just to edit some of the contents. So let's say, for example, I'm gonna add yung title ko, which is Solar System. Of course, I can type in my name. And then, from here, meron tayong mga areas na pwede ko i-improve. Like for example, I'm talking about solar system. I'll right-click onto the image, select on change picture, and then I can do a stock image if I want to. I can type here solar system. From here, I'll select the Earth picture, and then click on the insert button. So there you go. You already have your first part of your documentation. So what I have here is already the planet, and the next thing that I need to do is to enter some of the details about my research. So since my title is about solar system, probably I can do an introduction about the solar system in this part of the document. So for me to create or do my research, most of the time, ang ginagawa natin is we open a browser and then at the same time, you search solar system. But if you're already in Microsoft Word, there's a feature called Researcher na pwede mong gamitin. So to do that, just click onto the References tab and then look for this icon called Researcher. Now, just in case you don't know how to navigate between different tabs at hindi mo makita yung mga functionalities na kailangan mo, what you can do is just to use the Microsoft Search. So from here, dito sa topmost, I'll just do a researcher or just type research, automatic ipapakita niya sa akin yung action na pwede kong gawin. From here, I'll click on researcher. It would open a dialog box dun sa right side or dun sa right pane natin. And then I'll type here solar system. So once you have here the solar system, what you need to do is just to filter kung ano yung kailangan mo. So sometimes when you do research inside Microsoft Word, there are journals na pwede mo rin i-filter. So magkakaroon ka ng different tabs on this area. Now, let's say for example, I want to use this source from 9planets.org. I'll select this one and then ipapakita niya sa akin yung preview of the document or the readings. So let's say, for example, I want to start my document from here. So I'll just simply highlight. And once you highlight, automatic, it will show me and give me option to add and cite or add. The difference between the two is when you click on add, ang kukunin niya lang is the text. But of course, if you're doing your research so that you would know kung saan siya nanggaling or kailangan mo i-cite yung resources, you just simply click on add and cite. And what's really nice here about Microsoft Word is it would also give you that suggestion if you want to create a bibliography. Of course, when you do research, nandun yung mga resources. So what you need to do is just simply click on create. And then there you go, nandito na yung bibliography mo. And if you go back dun sa part ng solar system natin, nandyan na yung citation natin. Okay, so now that you're done editing and adding some of your research, let's say, for example, I added some planets here like Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. The next thing that you need to do is to edit your document with the styles. So probably you might have heard about styles, but you haven't really maximized its full capabilities. So paano ba siya ginagamit? Okay. So let's say, for example, yung solar system natin, we want to make it as a title or a header. So what I'll do, I'll just look for the heading. So this is heading 1. And let's say yung mga planets natin are on the sub-level. So meaning to say, may main header ka and then may mga subheadings ka. So most of the time, heading 1 yung top mo and kung may mga subtopic ka, you use heading 2. So what I'll do, I'll select Mercury and then select on Venus. And then probably I'll look for Mars and Earth. So pwede akong heading to here and then Earth. Now, the advantage of doing that, if you're using the styles, whatever changes that you do on different headings, let's say, for example, I want to highlight Mars, you can also manipulate the font size, the color, the font name kung gusto mong i-edit siya. So, let's say I increase the font size to 37. I'll change the font color to red. And then, probably, I'll change the font name to Aharoni. So notice, wala pa nangyayari dun sa Earth or the other planets na in-include ko. So what I need to do is to ensure na naka-highlight si Mars and move my cursor dito sa heading 2 since lahat sila is under heading 2. Right-click and then select Update Heading 2 to match selection. So notice, once you do that, automatic, makukuha mo na agad yung same level and same format for each heading 2 that you have. Now we're back. And let's say, for example, I want to move the solar system text down below to the next page because ang goal ko ngayon is I want to create table of contents. Now, just in case ang ginagawa mo is you press enter most of the time, yan po yung dati nating ginagawa. Pero there's a built-in feature ever since meron tayong Word document file before called page breaks. So to do that, just click on the layout tab and look for breaks and nandyan yung options mo like page break and section break. Now, there is a shortcut or a keyboard shortcut in doing page break. So if you want solar system to go to the next page automatically, just press and hold control and then press enter afterwards. So automatic si solar system would go onto the next page. So if I want to move Mercury also into the next page so that each planet will have their own page, just press Control Enter and look for Venus, Control Enter. So without entering spaces in between or pag-press ka na enter na maraming beses, kasi sometimes if you do that, nag-a-adjust din yung mga text mo and sometimes may mga extra spaces ka that you have to delete. So para malaman mo kung nag-page break ka, you can go to the Home tab and click on this Show and Hide icon. So, hindi po siya virus. It's actually it actually tells you kung nagpe-page break ka dun sa document mo. So as you can see here, from Venus, dito after ng Mercury, meron siyang page break na nakalagay. So meaning to say, every time na after ng page break na word, it goes to the next page. So yan yung proper way of editing your document. Okay. So let's say, for example, you're ready na to include your table of contents. Since remember, we want to maximize the use of styles, that's actually powerful kasi from here, I can click onto the references tab and from the left side, makikita nyo na yung feature natin na table of contents. So what I'll do, I'll just select a certain template na gusto kong pilihan. Let's say, for example, I want to choose the automatic table 2. Once I do that, automatic, nandito na yung table of contents ko with the headings. Let's say, solar system is heading 1 and makikita nyo, naka-indent na agad yung mga heading 2s natin. So we have Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and Earth. Now, notice, hindi magkakasunod-sunod yung ating document or yung planets natin, di ba? Usually Mercury, Venus, Earth, and then Mars. If I want to go dun sa area ng Mars, and let's say meron akong heading to dito, which is I think kailangan natin i-delete, the fastest way to do it is to click onto the View tab and select onto the navigation pane. So pag ginawa mo yan, magkakaroon ka ng mga shortcuts onto your left side. The navigation pane will tell you kung saan yung mga areas na yan. So let's say I want to go to heading 2, I want to delete this area. So isa-select ko lang, highlight, and then delete. So wala na yung heading 2 ko. Now, ang kailangan ko na lang gawin is to move Earth before Mars. So most of the time, ang ginagawa natin is we cut and paste. Now, okay lang naman yan if you have, probably, you can highlight all of the words na kailangan mo and then maka-cut and paste mo after dun sa text na kailangan mo include. Now, the fastest way to do it in terms of your navigation pane, kung marunong ka mag-drag and drop, it's gonna be easy for you to move yung Earth before Mars. So notice lahat ng under ng Earth with its text below, ifa-follow niya agad. So mapapansin nyo, nandyan na si Earth, si Mars, let's check, nandun na siya dun sa after netong table natin. So yun yung power nung paggamit ng styles natin inside the document. Now, going back to our table of contents, let's scroll up. Kung mapapansin mo, mali pa rin yung table of contents ko. So let me just click close sa navigation pane. And let's say, for example, I want to update this table of contents. Dati, ang ginagawa natin is we delete or change the text and change yung mga page numbers manually. Since ginawa natin siya in an automated manner, what you need to do is just simply select table of contents. Kung mapapansin nyo dito sa upper left screen, is meron tayong update table. I-update na agad ni Microsoft Word yung table of contents mo. If you need to refine, if you need to add, just click on update table. Just in case kailangan mo lang mag-add ng different headings like you want to add the other planets like Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, etc. etc. You can click on update entire table para ma-include siya dito. Kasi here, meron ka ring option to update page numbers only. So kung mapapansin nyo, tama na yung page numbering mo, you don't have to do it from scratch. Most of the time, ang ginagawa natin when we save our files, we save it to our local drive. Meaning to say, you can access it only here in your computer. Or sometimes, we save it to our flash drives or thumb drives. Now, let me share you one great advantage of using the technology that we have now, which is the cloud storage. So, when you use cloud storage, ang advantage niya is you can access your files anytime, anywhere, at any device that you have, whether you're using a PC, a laptop, a Mac, or even a smartphone. So the advantage of doing that is if you need to do minor edits or check, pwede mo siyang i-access anywhere. So what I'll do now is I'm gonna show you how to save it to your OneDrive storage. So once you click on File, okay, you can click on Save As, and from here, by default, nakasave siya to this PC, but you have the option also to save it to your OneDrive. So if you're using your personal Microsoft account, by default, you have 5 gig of data. But if meron kang Microsoft 365 na binili, whether it's personal or family, the advantage of that is you will have an additional 1 terabyte online storage. So, meaning to say, more files that you can upload or pictures na pwede mo i-upload sa cloud so that may backup ka. So from here, if you have your Office 365 work or school email account, magkakaroon ka dito ng additional na online storage. So that depends kung ano yung Office 365 or Microsoft 365 na meron ka. So from here, I'll save it now to Solar System. I'll name it as Solar System Collab. And then I'll upload it in my OneDrive personal. So I click on save. So without me opening a browser, logging into my Microsoft account, and then i-upload ko manually, pwede ko nang i-save directly from my Word desktop application. Let's say, for example, tapos na akong i-access or i-edit yung document ko in my desktop computer. And let's say, in the scenario we're in, I need to continue editing my document, whether it's in a computer shop or any computers na pwede ko hiramin from my friends or even dun sa laboratory natin sa school. So, paano mo siya ngayon i-access? So, the first thing that you need to do is to open a browser, go to home.live.com. It would go to this screen and then click on sign in. So, once you click on sign in, just enter your email address, which is johnerwinmagno@hotmail.com. Click on next, enter your password. Okay, I'll just click on never for this as of this moment. So from here, automatically open niya yung Outlook mo. But if you need to access your OneDrive is to click here onto your app launcher. So let's try to continue editing our document inside yung Word Online natin. So what I'll do, I'll just simply select here to my document. And from here, without me, let's say for example, in the computer shop na wala naman naka-install na Office, so pwede ako mag-edit using the web browser. So from here, nandito na yung solar system, nandito na yung mga table of contents natin. And let's say for example, I need to do some minor edits and check kung ano yung mga options ko. So let's say I want to check kung kamusta ba siya in terms of my writing, is it inclusive, kamusta yung insights niya. Here, under the Home tab, meron tayong tinatawag na editor. And this is also applicable if you have the desktop version. So just in case lang, again, in the web browser, if you need to edit, makikita mo yung editor score mo. In terms of formal writing, nasa 91% ka. So ano yung mga kailangan mong gawin para maging 100% siya? Like for example, in terms of clarity, kailangan mo improve yan, yung conciseness, and you can even change it from a formal writing to a professional writing. So from here, sometimes it increase, sometimes it decrease, depende dun sa pagkaka-write mo ng document. And from here, I can also do casual, anything under the sun, papakita pa rin niya sa'yo kung ano yung mga kailangan mong i-edit. Now, let me go back and change it to formal. So from my formal writing, I can also scroll down and check the other functionalities in terms of my document. So meron din tayong tinatawag na insights, ano yung stats mo. So let's say how many words, minsan in terms of research, sasabihin sa'yo ng teacher mo, kailangan makagawa ka ng 1,000 words in your document file. Tapos in terms of reading, makikita mo rin how many minutes, how to speak it in terms of 6 minutes. Meron din in terms of readability, madali ba siyang intindihin. So meron tayong mga AI capability na pwede siya or artificial intelligence na pwede niyang i-detect kung paano siya babasahin ng isang reader. Now, what I really like about the Word Online, meron siyang tinatawag na similarity. So may mga third-party applications na ginagamit tayo in terms of checking the document if it's coming from the internet, yung mga resources. Kasi minsan, as a teacher, you want to ensure also kung kamusta ba yung output ng mga estudyante. Baka kinopy and paste lang nila. So from here, I can click on similarity. So once you do that, using the internet, papakita niya na meron kang 59% of text is similar to online resources. So kung gusto mo ma-view yan, you can scroll down and then check kung ano yung mga nakuha niya ng mga report. So for example, I click on similarities reviewed. Ayan, pinapakita niya na kinuha tong area na to from the internet. So yung iba nasa justice.gov. Minsan naman, ang nakalagay naman is kung nakita mo na in-add siya for citation, ibig sabihin, it's a good source at sinite niya yung resources niya. So sometimes kasi merong mga text na hindi ka pwedeng i-omit kasi nawawala yung essence nung paragraph. So minsan kailangan mo i-add inside. So at least here, makikita mo na kung ano yung ginawa ni estudyante or you as a teacher, makikita mo kung kamusta ba yung document file itself. Now, another functionality that I really like about Word is meron tayong option to dictate. So, let's say for example, gusto mong gawin na yung document mo, nahirapan ka mag-type, pero at the same time, yung thought process mo is automatic, gusto mo mailagay agad dito in a document file. So, pwede mo naman i-read out loud yung sasabihin mo or yung itatype mo. So, from here, you have the option to dictate or transcribe. In this scenario, I'll use dictate. So once you hear a click and nakita mo na yung record icon at the top, so right now, what I'm saying in Microsoft Word is automatically transcribed inside the Word Online application. So what's really nice here is in terms of my report in solar system, next line. So the solar system has different planets, namely Mercury, Mars, Earth, Venus, etc., etc. So I can stop the recording now. So nakikita nyo na whatever I dictate inside my Word Online, and this is also applicable if you're using Word Desktop, so ilalagay niya na agad yung sinasabi mo inside the Word document file without typing it. Okay, now I'm done with my documentation. Siyempre, ready na ako to share and delegate some of the tasks to my best friend, Ufer. So for me to do that, already have my document uploaded in OneDrive. So you have two options. So it's either you select this document and then click on share. Or if you have your mouse, you can right click onto the document and click onto the share button. So I'm going to share this document already to Ufer just by typing his email. So that's uferpassion@live.com. I can give him edit or view access if I want to. Since I want him to edit, so kung may mga minor changes to Ufer that he needs to do, I'll give him edit rights and then I'll give him a message. So without me opening Outlook in terms of sending an email, pwede na dito directly from OneDrive. So let me just type my message. Please update the document and create a presentation slide. So once I'm done, I just click on send. And then it will go directly to Ufer. So Ufer, I am done with my part. So it's up to you na in terms of our presentation para ma-ace natin yung ating presentation sa professor natin or sa teacher.
All right. Thank you, Erwin. So ako naman ngayon, now let me share my screen and take a look dun sa email na natanggap ko. Titignan natin papaano yung itsura kapag natanggap natin yung email, and we're gonna open the document as well in our browser. Okay, so I'm here now with my web browser, and let me show you now how are you going to access yung document na na-share sa inyo, in this case, yung document shared by Erwin. So let me go to outlook.com and sign in with my Microsoft account. This one I want to show you, no? So for you to secure your account, okay, the good thing with Office 365 and with your Microsoft account, you can actually set up your two-factor or multi-factor authentication. So all I have to do is to get my phone here, and then approve po natin yung sign in sa aking Microsoft account. So just click on approve here sa aking phone. There you go. And it's already approved, as you can see in your screen, di ba? So I just click on yes to log in or to sign in. And ito na po yung email na galing kay Erwin. So as you can see, ito po yung kanyang instruction. Please update the file and create a presentation for it. Thank you. So let me click now on open. So i-open natin yan. The good thing of having a Microsoft account as well is you also have an access to your Office online applications, okay, or your web applications. So you have your Word, your Excel, PowerPoint, and OneNote. And if you have your Office 365 account, it's either a personal or home subscription, you also have the access or the capability to install your Microsoft Office applications, the desktop applications, or yung tinatawag nila na offline applications sa inyong computer. Now here, ito na po yung document na nisend sa akin ni Erwin via OneDrive. So as you can see, this is the same document na inedit po ni Erwin. And what's nice about that is, I'm now editing it in our Microsoft Word Online. So let me key in, say, Ufer, so syempre, by, diba, Ufer Passion, John Erwin Magno. There you go. So syempre, paliliitin natin yan, diba? Let me say 11 there. And syempre, gagawin natin, we're gonna modify it, gagawin nating unified yung text, di ba? So, very important po sa ating document, we have to have one text lang, di ba? So, let's make it at Sego UI. There you go. Tapos, gawin natin sigurong from this one until dun sa pinakababa. So, i-modify lang natin ng konti. Let's make it 12 para unified po yung kanyang font. There you go. So, pwede tayong in Microsoft Word Online or in any Office Online application, you can actually edit your document right there and then na. And what's nice about that is, if you're editing your document online, so ibig sabihin po niya, naka-autosave po yan. Wala po yung save button si Office Online dahil naka-save na po yan sa inyong document. And also, in collaboration, no, pag nagko-collab po tayo sa isang document, what you can see here, andyan po si Erwin, okay? Nandito po siya also editing the same document as me. So in some cases, and in most cases, when we have these documents, no, kailangan po din po nating gawan ng presentation, ng isang PowerPoint presentation. And dati, ang ginagawa ko is I actually copy the present or the content of this document. Okay, copy natin yan, Control-C, Control-V. Sanay na po tayo dyan, di ba? And open your PowerPoint and paste it there. So, iisa-isahin po natin. But what if there is a feature that can help you to convert this document, itong document na nakita nyo sa ating screen, into a PowerPoint presentation? Meron ba nun? So, tignan natin. So, once you are satisfied with your edits, di ba? So, na-edit na natin yung document, nakapaglagay na tayo ng byline and everything. What we can do now is go to File, and click on Export. So this is a preview version of this feature, Export to PowerPoint Presentation. So tignan natin. So once you click this, right? So PowerPoint or Microsoft Word will now show you themes or templates na pwede nating gamitin sa ating PowerPoint. So as you can see, yung kanyang title, Solar System, so nandyan na. Okay, so just say for example, let's use this one. This looks beautiful. And click on Export. So it prepares the slide for you, it summarizes the content, okay, and then, ang bilis, di ba? Tapos na. Tingnan natin. Okay, so open presentation. So automatic, mag-open po si PowerPoint Online, creating a file with your solar system na. So nandito na po siya. Solar system, you have Mercury, you have Venus, you have Mars. And so it may not be perfect, but, di ba? The good thing of that is, hindi ka na magpapagod na magka-copy and paste, di ba? So konti na lang idadagdag mo, konting modification na lang. Now, with PowerPoint kasi, what we always say to pag nag-training kami, ang PowerPoint po is for presentation. And hindi po siya dapat maraming text. Dapat po, it's for visualization lang, di ba? So, ang ilalagay natin sa PowerPoint most of the time is something like this. Di ba? So, you have your icons there for you to visualize, okay, yung ating thought. So, kailangan ang nandito lang is yung mga important lang. Hindi lahat nilalagay natin sa PowerPoint if galing sa ating document yung content. So as I've said, no, yung ating presentation, okay, yung ating PowerPoint online, you can now edit here automatically, di ba? So I can add slide, for example, here, di ba? I can delete slide. Okay, so I can add content, but in a scenario na kailangan po natin ng robust editing ng inyong desktop application, all you need to do is click on this editing button here in your PowerPoint. Okay, and then on the drop-down, click on Open in Desktop Application. So, let's click on Open in Desktop App, and then just click on Open here. There you go. So, nag-open na po si PowerPoint. So, again, this is the same application. or the same presentation. And napapansin nyo po, sabi ko sa inyo kanina, di ba? Kapag nasa OneDrive yung inyong presentation or your document, autosave po yan. Same as true, once you open that file, okay, or presentation from OneDrive, open it in desktop app, naka-turn on po yung autosave. Okay? So you don't need to press or to click save or press Control S sa inyong keyboard every time kasi, say for example, observe this ha, itong last modified just now. Okay, let me delete, say for example, this slide here. And then, automatically, nagsisave na po siya. Saving. Okay? So that's how you're going to convert or export it into PowerPoint and then open it into your desktop application. Okay. For example, I am a teacher and I have an old presentation na kailangan ko po yung mga pictures doon. Okay? So let me show you the old scenario. Anong ginagawa po natin dati? So here, we will open our File Explorer. Diba? Pupunta tayo dun sa, let's look for our document or old presentation. Okay, and say for example, let me copy this slide. This is your planet Mars, I guess. Control C. Okay, minimize it. And then say for example, let's put it here. There you go. Now, yun yung dating method. Now there's a new method. And napansin po ni PowerPoint that I'm copying a slide from another presentation. And binigyan niyo po ako ng tip. Nakita niyo po yung tip, di ba? Save time by reusing slides. So rather than we're going to open that presentation, all we have to do, let me just close this muna, di ba? Is use this feature, reuse slides. Okay? Bakit? This feature has been available in the previous version of Microsoft Office. So, hindi lang natin nakikita. I think started in Office 2010. Minsan nakatago lang, di ba? But here, front and center, nandito na po siya sa inyong home tab. And this is your reuse slide. So again, rather than opening that previous presentation, just click on reuse slide here. And then makikita nyo po, there are already recommended slides na pwede ko pong gamitin dito. Okay, but here, this is the solar system. This is the same presentation na ginamit ko po kanina. So let me just open this. Click on that and then makikita ko po, the same slide po na nakita nyo kanina, nandito rin po. Diba? Because this is the same presentation. Okay, so very easy, no? Very convenient. Now, say for example, what I can do is I will just position yung cursor ko sa aking slides kung saan ko isisingit yung mga pictures na kailangan ko. And then, go back here, dito sa reuse slides. Say for example, let's put this one. And then this one, say for example, let's get Jupiter here. Let's get Earth here. There. So, very easy po. Napakadali pong mag-reuse ng slide rather than opening another presentation and copying and pasting it. That's your reuse slides. Okay, so let's go now to one of my favorite features in PowerPoint, which is design ideas. So imagine when you are creating a PowerPoint presentation from scratch, minsan nahihirapan tayo dun sa layout, nahihirapan tayo maglagay ng icons, tinitignan natin yung design, and minsan, time-consuming siya. Diba? Imagine, kung dati ganun ang ginagawa natin, gaano kahaba ang oras na inaalat mo for you to just design your presentation and just to lay out your presentation. Diba? So take a look at this one. This was created with the PowerPoint design ideas. Okay? Or the PowerPoint designer. So, automatic na ginawa to ni PowerPoint and I'm gonna show you paano natin gagawin ito. So, punta tayo sa slide number 11. Okay, and let's click now design ideas. So, say for example, this is the default na ginawa kanina ni PowerPoint when we exported it from our Microsoft Word, di ba? So, medyo ayaw ko yung layout na to. What I can do now is click on design ideas in your home tab and select, for example, this one. So, this is better. This is neat. Okay, this is cleaner. All right, so 1, 2, 3, di ba? And also, hindi lang po yan ang kayang gawin ni design ideas. Say, for example, pictures. Okay, so let me now insert pictures here and click on stock images. Since we are talking about space, di ba? Or solar system, let's search in space. Say, for example, let's include this. Mag-include tayo ng 4 na pictures. There you go. Click on insert. There. And automatic si design ideas, tinitignan na niya kung ano yung magandang itsura ng ating slide, 'di ba? So, once you scroll down here, so isa-isa kanyang bibigyan ng ideas based on the artificial intelligence na naka-embed kay PowerPoint. So, hindi mo na po kailangan na i-crop pa, i-resize isa-isa tong mga pictures na in-include natin kay PowerPoint that we have inserted. What we can do now is to just browse in and select kung ano po yung design na gusto natin or na pwede natin gamitin. So, say for example, we're going to use this design here or this design. I-click ko lang po yan. And automatic, i-adjust na yun ni PowerPoint for me. And if you're going to ask me, yun bang design idea? Say for example, I opened this presentation, same presentation sa ibang computer. Mag-iiba ba yung design, di ba? So, magkakaroon ba ng incompatibilities? So, the good thing of doing design ideas is once you're going to open this presentation into another laptop or into another computer or into another version of PowerPoint, automatic yan, naka-layout na po yan. Hindi na po siya mag-iiba. Okay? So, permanent na po yan unless of course we're going to rearrange it again. Okay? In this case, pipili ulit tayo ng bagong design. For example, this one. So, that's for pictures. Now, napansin nyo kanina, yung pinakita ko dito sa taas, sa slide number 5, meron siyang icons. So, pwede rin gawin yan ng design ideas. How? So, punta tayo ulit dun sa pinakadulo na slide ko. Say, for example, these are example of heavenly bodies. You have planets, asteroids, nebula, star. And what I can do now is, okay, so automatic po, di ba? Si design ideas, nagpakita na siya ng possible design for my slide. Let me close that again muna. Okay, and then click design ideas. And it will show you, no, iconographies. So, pwede nating implement to. Rather than list lang yung nakikita natin, I can just click on this slide here para automatic maglalagay na siya ng icons. So, say for example, gusto kong palitan to. Okay? So, I'll just click. So, as you can see, no, this is your smart art. So, automatic gagawa siya ng smart art. I'll just click on the image here and makikita nyo this one. No? So, I can actually replace this with this picture, for example. Diba? Say, for example, this one naman, click this icon here and click this one. And there you go. That is your design ideas. Very easy, very time-saving kung gagamitin natin sa design ideas for us to, lay out our presentation rather than we are manually doing it. Okay, we're done with design ideas. And the next thing na pag-uusapan natin is inserting 3D model in PowerPoint. So imagine, pwede na po tayong mag-insert ng 3D model sa ating PowerPoint. So let me show you how to do it. So let me insert a new slide here and go to the Insert tab and click on 3D models. So as you can see in our 3D models, no, so marami po tayong available na 3D models dito. And there are also animated 3D models like this one. So pag nakikita kayo ng parang running man dito sa corner ng ating tiles or icons here, okay, these are animated 3D models. Let me show you one. So all of this, say for example, let's insert this one. And as you can see, animated po yung ating 3D model. So I can actually rotate that, for example. Okay, there you go. So delete ko muna. I just wanted to show you the animated 3D model. Let me insert now 3D models relevant to our topic, which is solar system. So drag it down, browse it, and then space. So here are some of the 3D models available. Kung napansin nyo kanina yung mga pictures na in-insert natin from the previous presentation, yung picture ng Earth, picture ng moon, ganyan. So it's all here. So I can actually say, for example, insert these pictures here, these 3D models. This is the moon, for example. Okay, and then let's insert it in our presentation. And then i-arrange po natin yan isa-isa mamaya. And then I'll show you paano naman po yung ating pag-animate ng 3D models. Okay, so naka-insert na po yung ating 3D models. So let's arrange them one by one. So as you can see, this is 3D. Pag nakita nyo po, pwede mo mong i-rotate yan. There you go. So I can rotate the 3D model here. Okay, for example, this is our sun. So lakihan lang po natin siya. And then let's rearrange our planets, for example. Then of course, the Earth's moon. There. Okay. As you can see, very easy po ang mag-insert ng ating 3D model, di ba? So I can even add some more 3D models here, but let me show you now how are you going to animate this, right? So of course, for it to be more immersive, no? So usually ang ginagawa natin is we animate our pictures or our models this sa ating PowerPoint presentation. Yung mga elements po natin, we animate those things. But there's an easier way for you to do that. So you can apply that on a 3D model or you can apply that on a picture lang. Okay, so balik muna tayo dito. Say for example, this one. Ito yung mga picture na in-insert natin kanina, di ba? And if you want to animate this, like magzo-zoom in, magzo-zoom out sila, very easy lang for you to do that using a feature called Morph Transition. So say for example, this one. So usually we have this picture of the planets, di ba? So nakikita nyo yan. And minsan, dito sa next slides natin, of course, we will animate this, di ba? Maglalagay tayo dito ng mga facts and figures, ganyan and all. And we wanted to have an immersive experience in our PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so what we can do is to just duplicate this slide. Itong main slide po natin ng mga planet. Okay, Control C and then paste, Control V. Or what I can do is to just drag and press Control and then drag it in the center. So for us to animate this, dati we'll go into, punta ka pa sa animation, di ba? Tapos, i-move mo yung planet and everything. But this one, what you can do now is just apply a feature or a transition called Morph. So let me highlight all the slides below. And then punta tayo sa transition here. And then click on Morph Transition. So now when you're going to present this, for example, once you're going to present this, i-click po natin, di ba? I-forward po natin yung slide. So automatic po yan. Mag-animate na po siya. Hindi po tayo nag-insert ng animation dito. Okay? We just use the morph transition provided that yung ating pong mga object is available dun sa previous slide po natin. And then once you click back again, okay? Click next. Yun naman yung susunod, di ba? Mag-animate siya. Next. You have your Jupiter here. Next. And then finally, you have your Earth. So very, very easy. Now, i-advance po natin yung morph transition na yan. Balik tayo dun sa slides po natin. Balik po tayo dito sa ating 3D model. And then, let me now put in another 3D model dito sa ating slide na to. Okay? Let me insert another 3D model here from space. Maglagay po tayo ng space station. Let's put in our ISS and our space shuttle. So let me insert that there. There you go. So you have now your space shuttle here. So as you can see, it's a 3D model. Pwede kong i-rotate yan. Diba? And I have here my International Space Station. Now what I can do is, of course, ayaw natin maging available tong dalawang 3D models dito sa slide natin. What I can do now is put this 3D model outside our slide. Lagay muna natin yan. And then, I will duplicate this slide here. Right-click, duplicate slide. And what I can do is delete this object here. And then I'll move this 3D model here. Lalakahan po natin siya. And then move po natin yung ating moon. And then now, let's put in our International Space Station. And also, let's put in our, later na pala yung shuttle. Okay? And then let's duplicate our slide here. And then, i-move natin yung shuttle dito sa ating space station. So, magda-docking procedure po siya. And then, let's now apply our morph transition. Let's see kung paano po mangyayari dun sa ating morph transition. Now, once applied our morph transition, as you can see, di ba, gagalaw po yung ating mga 3D models, right? So, what you can do now, tignan lang po natin, let's present it via read mode. There you go. And then, of course, since available po yung object si shuttle, so once you click that, there. Okay? Pwede rin po natin yung i-animate. For example, balik natin, pag nag-dock na po yung ating shuttle, Let's just duplicate the slide and then lalanding po yung si shuttle dun sa kay Earth, di ba? Ang pwede natin gawin there is right-click this and then bring to front. There you go. And let's now apply the morph transition. So, ang mangyayari niyan, there. So, nakalanding na po yung ating space shuttle sa planet Earth. That's how you're going to animate your models or your elements in PowerPoint without you using your animations, but rather using the same objects lang and implementing the morph transition. Okay, so tapos na po yung ating presentation. Say for example, I'm a teacher, ready na po ako to present this, or if I'm a student, ready na ako to discuss this to my class as my report project, for example. I have already showed you how are you going to export your document or convert your document into a PowerPoint presentation. Pinakita ko rin po sa inyo how are you going to open your PowerPoint presentation from online directly to your desktop application. I already shown you how are you going to reuse your slides. So kung meron kayong mga lumang slide na ginagamit dati and you need some of those pictures, you don't need to copy-paste it. Kailangan lang po natin gamitin yung reuse slide dito sa ating home tab. We also discuss design ideas for you to automatically lay out or to simplify the layout of your presentation. I also showed you how are you going to insert 3D models into your presentation and how to animate it using your morph transition. Now, papaano ka naman ngayon magpe-present? How are you going to practice your presentation? So before, for me to practice presenting, ang ginagawa ko po is to grab my sister or grab someone who will going to watch me present and then I'll ask for feedback. Pero papaano pag wala kang kasama? How are you going now to practice? You may say na, gagamitin ko po, magmi-mirror po ako. Doon po ako sa mirror magpa-practice. Yes, that is good as well. But, okay, kung gusto mo ng feedback, wala kang feedback sa mirror, di ba? What you can do now, there's a feature in PowerPoint called Presenter Coach. This is available in Office 365 and in your Office Online. Let me go to my slideshow tab and makikita nyo po dito yung Rehearse with Coach. This is your Presenter Coach in PowerPoint. Again, available siya sa Office 365 and with your PowerPoint Online. So pag-click po natin yan, let us see kung ano po yung mangyayari. So there you go, it will start your presentation. And what I can do now is to just start rehearsing. So click po natin yan, and then I'll try to speak. Hi, good day. Today I'll be starting or I'll be discussing about the solar system. This is the table of contents. And let me now discuss about Mercury. Mercury is a sun-scorched planet. It's the smallest planet in our solar system. Is only slightly larger than Earth's moon. Video provides a powerful way to help you prove your point. So nakikita niyo po dito, di ba? May mga feedback na po si PowerPoint. Next, let's talk about Venus. Venus is a dim world of intense heat and volcanic activity. Video provides powerful way to help you prove your point, to make your document look professionally, provides header, footer. So as you can see there, automatic po, nagbibigay po ng feedback si PowerPoint. So let me just press escape in my keyboard here. And makikita nyo po, meron po tayong tinatawag na rehearsal report. Right? So as you can see now, hindi na po natin kailangan ng additional tao for us to give feedback. Dahil when we use the Rehearse with Coach feature in PowerPoint or the Presenter Coach, bibigyan nyo po tayo ng feedback based dun sa how do we present. Nakita niyo po, meron po akong and di ba? Your average score, di ba? Your pacing. So, okay lang po yung pacing natin. It's 128 words per minute, right? You also have repetitive language, okay? Inclusiveness, for example. Yung pitch po natin, hindi po tayo monotonic. At marami pang iba, di ba? So, you can see it here. So, that is your presenter coach. And very, very easy po siyang gamitin. Very convenient po siyang gamitin. Lalo na po if, say for example, may mga scenario na magpe-present tayo 15 minutes lang, ganyan, 10 minutes lang, tapos sobrang haba ng presentation natin. So we can actually rehearse it, and then makikita natin gaano ba tayo katagal na nagpe-present or gaano tayo katagal na nagdi-discuss ng ating presentation. And there you have it. These are some of the features of PowerPoint na pwede natin gamitin to be more productive and mas mapapabilis po yung paggawa natin ng presentation. So marami pa pong iba. My advice to you is keep on exploring. Marami pa pong mga features dyan na pwede nyong gamitin like quick starter, ano ba yan, di ba? So just go on and explore PowerPoint with your Office 365.
Okay, so thank you so much, everyone, for watching the video. I hope you learned a lot using your Microsoft 365 with Word and PowerPoint. There are other applications that you can do or use like Excel. Meron tayong OneNote, may Outlook, may Publisher, may Access. So it's up to you paano mo siya i-maximize. So I hope this session helped you in creating documentation and presentation. And with that, I'm John Erwin Magno. Together with me is my best friend.
Ufer, maraming salamat po sa inyong time with us, and we'll see you on our next session.